Welcome to you all. I'm Martin Tyler, Alan Smith is with me. As always, we'll try not to make any slips in the commentary, but there might be some slips out on the pitch, Alan, in these wet conditions.
Yeah, and I don't think it's going to stop during the course of the match, so I don't think it's going to affect the game in any way in terms of calling it off, but it might get very wet for the players.
Our match today is Huesca versus Valencia. This is the home team lineup. Well, we think, Alan, it'll be a 4-5-1 formation, which can look a bit negative.
Yeah, but you look at the players in that five, that midfield five, and I think a couple at least will be trying to support the lone frontman.
Valencia will go with this team today. One thing to look out for from this team today is the way they try and win the ball back within seconds of losing it.
Yeah, and they don't do it individually. They get backed up by a teammate. They hunt in packs, and you've got to do that. You've got to do it with discipline.
Well, Valencia, one of a number of famous clubs in Spain, trying to close the gap on two main protagonists, Real and Barcelona. It's not always easy, Alan, is it?
No, it's not. It's a club with huge expectations, as Gary Neville found out in his few months there.
Well, this should be a great game, and we're off and running. There's good movement forward here. Gets his foot in there. Coquelin. Dani Parejo. Rodrigo. Guided through. Just the keeper to beat. Whipped in from the wide area. And that's dealt with the problem. We're looking at a well-coached team here, drilled in winning the ball back in midfield as a group. Guedes. And out wide, they were in a good position until that defender acted very promptly and decisively. Maybe just kicked it a little bit there, and pass goes straight to the opposition. Rodrigo. He's got some room out here in the wide position. Guedes! Right from the kickoff. They look like scoring, they have now.
Sharp from the off, and what a good goal.
That goal really takes your breath away.
Well, he could hardly miss that. From the right wing, that was a perfect delivery.
And they got their reward for it. And we can see a slightly different viewpoint on it.
Well, it's been tight before that goal, but now the manager, he's so pleased because I reckon he feels his team can go on and win this.
So Valencia have that lead. Herrera. Trying to find an opening. Not panicking. Shots on here. The defenders managed to get in the way there. Well, a corner to come because of that deflection. In goes the corner. Pulido! Gone for the header, and we love to see that, especially you, Alan, but you could head it much, much better than this one.
Well, you've got to be committed to those headers, and he wasn't quite.
It'll be a throw. Herrera. Challenge in sharp. Garay. Dani Parejo. Coquelin. Rodrigo. They've got the ball back. The interceptor got it for them. Clever ball. There's still danger here after this half clearance. Break quickly when they get possession. More opponents to try and beat, but they still have possession. Stopping the pass getting through with a good piece of anticipation. Herrera. Well, they're in a good position here. And here's the shot. Goalkeeper in the firing line. A blockbuster of a shot. Corner given. Corner's taken. Oh, well done, the goalkeeper, and he's hung on to the ball. Coquelin. Rodrigo. Dani Parejo. In powerfully there. Well, here's an opportunity with the ball over the top. Opportunity now. Oh, they could have pushed on if he put that away.
They've got to show the killer touch, they really have.
Hernandez. On the move and able to cut out the pass. Cleverly done. Opportunity in a wider area. And it's going to be his throw here. Herrera. Now here is a chance. The shot's on. Not far away at all.
Well, if they keep creating chances, I'm sure they'll take one. That was a decent effort, you know.
Guedes. That's an easy cutout for the opposition, saw the pass coming. Gonna try one now. And that is quite a wild effort at goal, although he got good contact on the ball.
Well, only he will know whether he was going for goal there. In the end, he nearly scored.
Hernandez. Into the attacking third. Possession changes feet. Coquelin. Guedes. Maybe just kicked it a little bit there, and pass goes straight to the opposition. Building steadily here, keeping possession. Still got a bit to do, but this is promising. He's got his shot off now. Well, safe hands from the goalkeeper there. Not the most demanding save, but it had to be made.
Yeah, easy though to take it a little easy, take your eye off the ball.
Chance to go at the opposition with pace. Dani Parejo. Just read the intentions of the opposition there to make the interception. And shoots! He's had a real go. It's a decent effort, that, with plenty of sting in it.
Yeah, not far away. He really did fizz it, didn't he?
Herrera. On the attack here. A timely challenge. And they're trying to dispossess him. There's going to be a throw-in after that tackle. Gabriel Paulista. Guedes. Rodrigo. Good vision. Well, that could be the insurance goal here.
That little bit of daylight that they were after.
Very good build-up, Alan. Very good goal.
Well, I think he's picked him out from that left-hand side. Wonderful delivery.
Really accurate cross. The goal, wherever you look at it, it was very well taken.
Oh, he's loving it, the manager. He's seeing his team playing really well, just what he was asking for.
Just widen the margin here to 2-0. Dani Parejo. Rodrigo. They've got the ball back, the interceptor got it for them. Redders! Goodness me, it's hit the post.
Hit it well, just needed a bit more luck with that effort.
Hernandez. Well, this could be dangerous in a wide position. Going for goal! That is a fantastic goal.
Well, he's point-blank range, but you've got to be there to score. You've got to be there to miss it as well, but he didn't.
Well, what a good performance we're getting from a side that really was expected to get beaten here today. They're determined not to, and they've scored.
Yeah, it's one of those, Martin, where every single player, I think, has got an 8 out of 10 at least, and it's just all clicked out here today.
Off we go again, 2-1. Coquelin. Rodrigo. And Valencia have got a free kick here. Oh, he wishes he'd made it harder for the goalkeeper, I think. They could pose some danger now. Referee's given Valencia the free kick. So talking to from the referee, the card stayed in the pocket.
Yeah, you don't always see that. So often the ref will produce a yellow early on and quite often leads to a red. He seems to be lining up for the shot here, Martin, from this distance.
Well, he's had a go. Keeper has reached it and rescued his side. That's gone behind for a corner for Valencia. He did see it all the way, Alan, but it's still a good save.
Yeah, because it was sweetly struck, and you do have to pay attention to those.
Goalkeeper rising to the occasion, literally.
The ball did move in the air a touch, so he had to keep his concentration.
Put the corner in the middle. The shot's on! It's a turnover of possession here. Spaced across the ball now. Danger was looming large, but they've got themselves back on the ball. Garay. Coquelin. Just working away to try and find an opening. He's cut it out. Shots on here. Oh, the goalkeeper makes the save. Herrera. There's a dangerous feel to this attack. It's looking good from their point of view. I know, Alan, this is one of your favourite referees, and he's done well here, hasn't he? He's come back and done the booking, having let the play go on earlier.
Yeah, exactly. You've got to give the advantage to the team in possession. He did that, but he also punished the offender.
Herrera. Got to be. A chance to get level, and they press again.
Well, if they continue playing like this, they will get more chances, will get better chances than that, I think.
Pulido. Good reading of the play, anticipating the pass. Francis Coquelin. Avila. Can find some space here on the flanks. Some options now for the pass. Herrera. On a yellow, maybe another one to come. No sympathy here from the referee for the offender. He knows he's booked him once already, and it's the second yellow.
Yeah, getting some dirty looks off his teammates, who have now got to work doubly hard in this match.
Did you see anything cynical in that, Alan?
Well, it is a foul, Martin. He didn't really seem to get his balance right there before making the challenge.
Just a little bit concerned for Valencia in this game. They have the lead. Half-time is approaching. Does look as though it could be a fascinating second period. Threads it through. In with a chance. Rodrigo! Well done, the goalkeeper. He was really exposed.
Yeah, it was a good break, and you did fancy the player bearing down on goal, but fair play to the keeper.
Herrera. Hernandez. Well, they look promising there in that wide area, but the defender's done well. Dani Parejo. Guedes. Herrera. Attacking well here. Herrera. It's a neat pass. Oh, what a tackle to break up the play. getting the ball back and thinking attack straight away. Well, that counter-attack didn't work, and they might be counter-attacked themselves now. Trying to steer it through. He's got his shot off now. They've scored via the crossbar. Well, the goal scorer's celebrating. He should be celebrating the technology as well, because I don't think it would have been given if we hadn't moved into this era of the game.
No, this is where it's worth its weight in gold, and everybody can go home knowing that the right decision has been made.
So it's 2-2 now. Coquelin. Bit predictable with the passing, and the opposition able to deal with that. A lot of defenders between them and the goal, but they still got the ball. Tackle here. Supporting player alongside. No nonsense defending from him. Garay. Gabriel Paulista. Terrific tackle. Must score! That's a wonderful shot. Power and pace and placement. Well, that's real bold play by the side that had the player dismissed.
Yeah, they were brave in possession, weren't they? They took a chance and they've got their goal.
Well, it's a goal worth replaying over and over again, isn't it? So, for Valencia, a losing position, they've got to try and turn it round. Oh, we're going to get 5 extra minutes here. Incisive pass. He's in. It must be. And he's put it in for the goal.
Whoa, this is end-to-end stuff, isn't it? I hope we're in for a bit more of the same.
Fantastic from the neutral point of view that the game is level again. Well, here's the goal again.
Every manager wants to see his team have bounce-back ability, as we say, and he's just seen that from his players.
Extraordinary game here. Two very well-matched teams, and they're trading goal for goal in the game. Excellent work with the tackle. Still got a bit to do, but this is promising. Can whip it in now. Now the cross has gone behind. It's a poor effort. Alan, what's gone wrong with him? He looks off the pace.
Yeah, I don't know what's been wrong, because normally he does find space so easily, so well, but this time defenders have got close, and as you can see from the touch map, he just hasn't been involved.
Careless there. Now, can he take them on? The crowd want him to shoot. He's had a real go. It's a decent effort, that, with plenty of sting in it.
Yeah, not far away. He really did fizz it, didn't he?
Herrera. With great vision here. Played in the clear. Can really get at the opposition here.
Half-time here, and no doubt about the main incident in the first half, that red card, Alan.
Yeah, they cannot blame the ref. They've got to blame the player for a rash decision on his part, and he's put his teammates now in all sorts of trouble.
He's got some room out here in the wide position. Guedes! Right from the kickoff. They look like scoring, they have now.
Sharp from the off, and what a good goal.
Well, that could be the insurance goal here.
That little bit of daylight that they were after.
Well, we're ready to go for the second half, and what a first half we've had.
Well, it was attack, attack, attack right through. Just wonder whether we're going to see a continuation of that. Hope so.
This is an exercise in patience as they try to get an opening. Not a nice challenge. What will the ref do? Well, it's only yellow, and given the situation that they're in, depleted already, they're lucky.
Well, they're walking on a tightrope here. They've just got to be so much more careful with their challenges.
Has a go here.
Kept out by the keeper. Guided through.
Real chance.
They looked as though they'd overloaded the opposition, but it didn't work out that way. Maybe a missed opportunity for a counter-attack.
Well, the ref's getting slaughtered by those fans who were...
He might be through.
Blocked off the pass there. With good vision.
Well, he clears the danger. Good forward play from them.
Shot on! The chance did open up for that kind of shot.
Well, if you don't have a go...
Well, he's got options on the bench, of course. Coquelin. Guiding it through. Delivered into the box. Cleared away by the defender. I think that's a good performance, isn't it, Alan, from him in the first half?
He's been all over the place, really, popping up, had lots of chances and got a goal.
Shots on here. He's made the save. I think the wide man's got a chance here. There's space out near the touchline. Valencia, goal! Oh, what about that goal for Valencia, Alan?
Well, it's come in from a long way out, and from that angle, it's not always easy to finish.
Defenders caught out by it in the end. And here is another angle on that goal. So Valencia in front.
pass the ball a bit better than this if they're going to make progress, giving it straight away. Rodrigo. Dani Parejo. Well, in it goes. He worked hard to get the cross in, but it didn't reach any of his teammates arriving in the middle. He's got his shot off now, and they have scored, and they do lead now by 2, and they've worked very hard for this. It should get them across the line at the end of the match, we'll see. Well, scoring in any game is worthy of celebration. When you get 2, it is special, and he is feeling that special delight at the moment. And that's a goal well worth analysing again. It's game on again, 5-3. Good vision. Well, we've got an angle on this offside call, Alan, and I must say, it is the most difficult thing in all the officiating, I think. But this assistant has got eagle eyes.
Well, I certainly wouldn't want to do that job because the speed that players move now, as it turns out, what a great call.
Coming really deep as a forward to get on the ball. His teammates really telling him to get up the pitch. Threads it through. Not able to take full advantage of a good position. Rodrigo! No real trouble for the goalkeeper. Read the play well. Attacking well here. Could get the ball into the box now. Well, they kept up the pressure, didn't they? But it's finally been stopped now. Well, he's read that, hasn't he, and made the interception, made it look easy, actually. Good vision. Brilliant pass, can he finish it? Good defensive clearance there. Going forward well. Guedes. And here's the shot. He's way off target. An opponent around him, that's good screening of the football. Dani Parejo. Just working away to try and find an opening. Referee's not going to like that one. Well, they've got to curb this, Alan, haven't they? He's only got a yellow this time, but it's wild out there.
I'm just looking down at the manager, and the captain plays a part too. They've just got to make sure that they keep their composure and just go a bit more careful now. Well, the keeper knows. He knows he's got a shot to face here. Let's fly! Went for goal from optimistic distance and nearly found it. Yeah, it's a good effort. I think the keeper would have had it, though.
They've got the ball, and he could get away here. Saw the goal and went for it. Didn't want to take the keeper on, did he? He just went for goal, put his foot through it, but he's missed the target.
I think he's a bit unlucky, you know. So often that would have found the back of the net. He got plenty behind it.
Now here's a chance to get at the opposition. In he went with the slide tackle. He's taking his team's life into his own right foot then. Suddenly it's become more about... Now he's on a yellow card already. What about this challenge? Well, he's not learnt his lesson, Alan, has he? Because that's going to be a second yellow. and they lose the player.
Well, he is a hothead. We've seen that so many times. His manager will be furious about that.
Confident goalkeeping here.
Yeah, good hand to turn it aside.
Corner for Valencia. And here comes the corner. Still a chance in there off the goalkeeper. Got the shot on. Pressure on, another corner. It's a good leap, but the header too high.
Yeah, unlucky. Give him another chance. I think he'll tuck that away.
Now he's a bit disappointed. He's going to be taken off here, and the manager may be saving him for another day, but also allowing him to get the full appreciation from the fans.
Well, he was enjoying it. I don't think he wanted to come off, but he's a key part of this team. He's got to be protected.
Unmarked now, he's lost his marker. Now this is an interesting attack. Saw that coming and intercepting. Really connected well, and disappointed to see that fly off target.
Yeah, somebody in the crowd more in danger from that shot.
Under some pressure, he shielded it well. Herrera. A little bit risky, this manoeuvre of dropping off, because the ball will keep coming at them and they won't be able to get out. A chance to cut the deficit here. And he does it! A lifeline in this game, and there's still time for them to find an equaliser.
Yeah, just a squeak of a chance for this team. They've got to believe.
Important for them to get the next goal, and they've got it, and they're still in the contest.
Well, there's an opportunity for the winning team to shut up shop, but I'm not sure they're capable of it.
Well, the defending hasn't been too good, you have to say that, but the attacking play has been splendid. Rodrigo. Hernandez. Great interception. This turnover could be costly against a side that can break like this. Still going towards goal quickly. Good punch from the goalkeeper from the cross. Herrera. It's looking good, this move. Looking for an opening with some good controlled build-up. It's a good place to win the ball here. Rodrigo. Striding forward, purposefully. Defender did well to get to it, but hasn't really finished the job. 20 minutes of the 90 still to play. Hernandez. Trying to slip it through. Real chance. Here's a chance, goalkeeper exposed. Well, they have cleared the danger. It was a decent opportunity, I think. Just a mistake, really. He's not even asked too much of the opponent. It's just a mishit pass. Herrera. Probing with the pass. In he went with a slide tackle. He was taking his team's life into his own right foot then.
Oh, the crowd are furious with the ref here. They were convinced that was a penalty.
He's got some strength, hasn't he, to shield the ball like that. Hernandez, good vision. He wasn't fazed by facing a player who's already got the better of him in this game.
Well, he's got his defenders out of jail there because they allowed the striker to run free.
Some players limbering up for the away team. Substitution in the offing. That's a combination of skill and will to hold off the opposition. Guiding it through. Taking on the defenders. Oh, they've shown him the inside. Well, he's cleared the danger. Daniel Vaz. Dani Parejo. Time ticking on. Just over 15 minutes to go. Here's a chance to just stretch the opposition with a bit of width. I think the cross is on. Good strong tackle. Good width in the attack here, looking for a cross at the end of it. That's a really important challenge. They would have been in.
Oh, these fans know not much time left to try and get an equaliser. It might be now or never.
Good vision. Rodrigo! Out in front of goal. Trying to lift it over the nearest defender and he couldn't. Well, the atmosphere's improving now. Now the home team need to improve. They're still in with a shout.
Yeah, time is running out. It's now or never. I think they've got to lift the game.
Here's a chance to go down the outside. Looks the goalkeeper in the eye. Deflected and in.
Well, it's a bit unlucky from the defender's point of view, but the lad took a chance with the shot.
Both teams really brought their shooting boots to the match today. And here they are on the attack. Could pull one back here. Really good defending. If he hadn't touched it, it was a goal.
Now, one of the keepers thanking him for that bit of closing down by his defender.
Herrera. Lovely ball. He's through here. Well, we've got an angle on this offside call, Alan, and I must say, it is the most difficult thing in all the officiating, I think. But this assistant has got eagle eyes.
Well, I certainly wouldn't want to do that job because the speed that players move now, as it turns out, what a great call.
Daniel Vaz. Rodrigo. With good vision. Well, the player's broken down now. And the away team want to make a change. And they're looking good when they get the ball out wide, as they've done here. Trying to catch the other team out with a quick break here. And the manager, Alan, is making this change here. Substitution will take place.
Wonderful to watch. He took those 2 goals.
Good vision here. Daniel Vaz. This is a good opportunity to put the ball into the penalty area now. Whipped in from the wide area. And a goal! Hat-trick! Goal number 3 here. And it's a perfect day for the player. Well, there is a saying that things come in threes. They've come in threes for him, a hat-trick.
Not just 3 goals, but he's played really well. His overall game has been top class today.
Little surprising that it is as one-sided as this late in the game, but the team leading deserve the margin of what's going to be a very comfortable victory. Bit of space for him, now out on the wing. Valencia given the penalty. He has produced the red card.
Straight away, you knew he'd made up his mind, went for the pocket, no arguments.
I thought that was possibly dangerous. The replay might tell us.
Well, it is. He saw the ball and he thought he could win it, but just a fraction off.
Goodness me, it's hit the post. Well, they might nickname him Lucky after this. The frame of the goal came to his rescue, and then in the end, what might have been a chance just petered out, and he's got the ball, the keeper.
Yeah, he'll argue he had his...
That's a truly outstanding save.
No wonder he's getting a standing ovation for that.
There'll be a signal here at the corner. In goes the corner. He's got his shot off now. Superb save.
He shouldn't have had a chance at all with that, but... Oh, what about those reflexes? Brilliant.
Swung in from the corner. Got in the way. Shots on here. Whoa, that's flown over the bar.
Well, the crowd were up on their feet there. It was a spectacular effort.
And now the shot. Well, he was grateful to be able to make the save, because that could have been a real howler.
Yeah, it was a lapse in concentration, and he did.
Great ball. Here's the chance to get in the cross. Good vision. Big call now from the referee. He's off.
Well, I don't think anybody, even the player involved, can argue with that.
See what he was trying to do, Alan, with that slide challenge, but it's definitely a foul.
When you attempt a slide tackle like that, you've got to time it perfectly, and he didn't. Well, the keeper knows. He knows.
Has a go here. Well, he has gone for goal, but you wouldn't really know it looking at it again. Well away from the target.
No, he won't want to see that one back later tonight.
There's a dangerous feel to this attack. It's looking good from their point of view. And shoots! Oh, it's in there! Well, they have scored in this final, but it's come very late.
I think that's what you call a consolation goal, Martin. Nothing more than that.
Incredible game, one that we'll remember a long, long time, with so many goals. It's not a goal that's going to count too much, except in the personal locker of the player who scored it. But for the supporters, in with a chance. Clean through, one-on-one against the goalkeeper.
Yeah, it's a wonderful stop, Martin, isn't it? And no bits and pieces either to follow up on.
And in it goes. Maybe he'll cross it here. Vass. Intercepted the play, saw the pass coming. Rodrigo! Great hands. Well, they're in a good position here. Referee blows the final whistle. It's all over here, but not the reaction, because the crowd's still furious about the red card.
Well, they are, and one or two having a real go at the ref, but I don't think that's justified. They've got to have a look at those players who didn't perform today. They didn't put a shift in.